and welcome to Wrestle Talk with Arabbidb3aver. And joining me at this time is none other than the newly crowned SPCW, that's right, Southern Pride Championship Wrestling America Champion, the Iron Raider of professional wrestling. You may know him from Pro Wrestling Entertainment, the School of Morton5, Southern Pride Championship Wrestling, NWA JCP, NWA Krossfire Professional Wrestling, and many others. Mr. Konnor Martin is here. Konnor, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to be here. We have a lot to talk about tonight. Are you ready?
Oh, yes. Thank you for having me, Joe. I'm very excited to talk about it tonight.
Excellent. Konnor, let's begin by talking about what made you want to be a professional wrestler. Take us all the way back to the very beginning.
Boy, man, I could go on forever, but I'll try to be as quick about it as I can. So my first memory of professional wrestling was I was at my grandparents' house when I was a little boy, and my cousins were playing this video game on the Wii. And I remember walking up to it, and one of my cousins was like, "Hey, Konnor, watch this." And it was this wrestling character. He spit water out of his mouth and spit it again. And I was like, huh, that's pretty cool. Fast forward a little bit, and I'm watching Monday Night Raw at my other grandparents' house, and it's that segment where Randy Orton kisses Stephanie McMahon on the lips while Triple H is handcuffed. Well, little did I know that Triple H was the same guy that did the thing in the video game. And I've been doing that since I saw it for the first time, and I fell in love with that. So Triple H has always been my favorite guy. I just didn't know it until I figured it out one day. But the whole spit take, I think that was like my first thing. I'm like, huh, that's pretty cool, you know, being a little kid. And then I just got invested into it ever since then and just started following it and just tried to, you know, keep up with it the best I can. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we all started somewhere. I've told this several times on the show, but I'll tell it again. The match that actually made me want to get into professional wrestling and be involved in professional wrestling was the Hart Foundation versus Demolition at SummerSlam in the early 90s. And the Road Warriors came out, of course, and let it go. And look, you got a crowd coming in here for the American champion right now. There's a lot of them coming in talking for you, buddy. Daniel Sutton is here. Isaiah Edwards is here. All of them have come out. But that was the match that really made me want to get into professional wrestling as a kid. We had a tape of it before. I'm telling my age, VHS. You know, we had a VHS tape and we would watch it over and over and over and over. And it held something inside you. It set a fire to you, I guess I could say. So for you coming out and saying that match was the one that really did it to you, where he just definitely kissed Stephanie, that's something special to go through.
Triple H like freaking out with hair in the face. I was like, This guy's a badass, dude. This is cool.
All right. So from that to breaking into the business, how did you get in and where did you train and what's the journey look like for you?
You know, man, my story is kind of similar to most people. I mean, I played college football at Maryville College for 5 years. And unfortunately, I didn't have the talents to make it to the National Football League, which is fine. God has different plans for me. So I just choose to trust his plan. And this is where I know that I'm in his hands. One day I looked up wrestling schools near me, just randomly. I happened to find the JPWA. I looked into it. I called whoever it was, who I think it was Jamal at the time. I called him and got the paperwork filled out, all that stuff. And, you know, ended up being turns out it's the best place you can train in the world for professional wrestling. Turns out you're trained by the best professional wrestler trainer in the world. And all that I didn't know before. I could have been trained by someone in their backyard, and I would have never known a difference. So that's how I know the Lord has my back in this whole plan, and that there's a reason why I found that place. So I'm very blessed because it could have gone a whole different way, but thankfully it's gone probably the best it could have gone. So there's that.
And I believe we were talking about it earlier before you came on the show, but you just found the right place at the right time. And the doors just open for you. And that's a very, very, very hard thing to do inside any business. It doesn't matter what you're running, but God really has blessed you and put you in the right place in front of the right people at the right time. And you are definitely one of the hottest talents in the Southeast, if not the hottest talent in the Southeast working currently. Now, I'm not trying to build your head up, but I'm telling you, man, you've got what it takes. They call it the it factor of professional wrestling. And I'm telling you, when people watch you, they know you have the it factor. It's there. It's very visible to be there. So, I mean, you got it going on, man.
Thank you, man. That means a lot.
You're very welcome. So let's kind of venture a little bit into where you're getting booked. We've seen you all over, so we know you're getting noticed and you're getting seen across multiple regions. So we got to know, who is your favorite to work for and why?
Oh man, that's hard to do. I can't do that. I have too many people I love and too many promoters I care about. I don't want to burn any bridges like we've been talking about. I'm very blessed to work for all of them. Let's just put it there. I'm very blessed to be working for all of them. So I'm not gonna pick a favorite. I love them all to death. If it came down to it, maybe there's some I'd work before others, but right now I'm very blessed to just work where I can. And all the promotions we talked about before this, I'm extremely blessed to be on all of them. So
Well, that's an extremely great answer, because you didn't put anybody before anybody else. And also that shows how humble you are and what you're willing to do. That's very great mind inside the business. Let's move on a little bit. We recently got to see you win that American Championship at Southern Pride Championship Wrestling, and took some footage for the fans watching at home on our reels on Facebook and also on TikTok, also on YouTube. If you guys are out there wanting to watch it, you can just follow us and we'll have that out for you. What was that moment like when you realized that you were giving that championship, knowing all the hard work is paid off for you?
I mean, it was just kind of like a surreal moment, because I mean, as a kid, you play with all these like little plastic belts and you just pretend to be like champions, and then to finally be a champion for something, it was kind of cool. And it doesn't matter how small the promotion is. I was talking to one of my buddies about this. It's the fact that somebody has enough faith and enough trust in you to represent their company, to represent their promotion. So that in itself means a lot to me. So I'm very grateful that I won my first championship. It was for a great promotion like SPCW.
Excellent. So we've got to ask you, because we watched it, and I hate to even mention it, but the moment was ruined by Von Miller. Do you want to talk about it a little bit? And we're going to show it.
Sure, we can talk about it.
All right, let's get right over to it, guys. If it'll pop. All right, as you guys are seeing right here, Von Miller is raising Konnor Martin's hand after he was crowned that America Championship. And then, a low blow out of nowhere. Do you think it was jealousy? Do you think it was just a mixture of things? What's going on through your mind?
To tell you the truth, man, me and Vaughn were pretty good friends before that. And I was so excited when I found out we were wrestling each other, and I could not have been more thrilled. So the fact that that man, that coward, stabbed me in the back and went low on me during one of my best wrestling moments, if not the best wrestling moment in my career so far, that just shows his true colors. And that's pure jealousy and pure hate in his heart.
Well, we have to ask. I mean, we wouldn't be doing our jobs properly if we didn't. I know that you and Vaughn are in several promotions together. Do you think this is going to bleed over into those promotions, such as the School of Morton?
To be honest with you, I don't really care where it goes. This is personal between me and him. So if he wants to fight me at School of Morton, if he wants to fight me at Krossfire, I don't give a crap. I'll fight him anywhere. He made it personal when he ruined that moment for me. That was supposed to be a special moment for both of us, and he let the jealousy consume him. So yes, I'll fight him wherever. I don't care if it's at one of the promotions we named, or if it has to be some random promotion. I don't care if it's across the country or if it's across the world. I will fight Von Miller anywhere. I'll put him back in his place.
So we just mentioned it a few minutes ago. You're at the new School of Morton coming up in November, right? November 3rd, I believe they're hosting right there. What's going to happen? How's that going to be for you?
Right now I'm scheduled to compete in a Battle Royal, but I trust that I have a little bit more planned for me. So, it's been a long process trying to build back up what they had, moving from the Chucky Dome down to Kingsport. So hopefully everything can go better with that. And I'm really excited for Friday night. I think it's going to be a great event. It's going to be a great welcome back for SOM. So it's going to be a good night. Get your tickets. There's a QR code. Click on the link below. Don't be afraid to show up. Come on.
And remember, guys, those tickets are very limited, so you definitely want to get them now if you have the opportunity to do that for Friday night, November 3rd. It's going to be great. There's going to be so many matches that are going to be taking place there, including one Casey Cazana and also none other than the Golden Child, Evan Golden himself. And that thing is white hot, Konnor. Do you have an opinion on what's going to be happening there?
Both very talented wrestlers, both very talented individuals, inside and outside of the ring. I can't lie. But, Casey's hot. He just, He's killing it in NWA, but Evan Golden's been killing it on the independent scene. So it'll be a great matchup, and I really cannot wait to watch it. I'm not going to say who I think is going to win. I think most people know who I think is going to win, but I'll just leave it at that. It's going to be a great match, so don't miss it, folks. It's going to be great.
Absolutely. Get your tickets now, guys. Don't forget to go back. If you're watching this and rewatch this, scan that QR code, or we'll put it back one more time for you guys, just so that you can get your tickets directly. Don't forget to scan this code for Fright Night for the School of Morton right there. Konnor Martin, the Iron Raider of professional wrestling, is going to be there. He's going to be in action, and you definitely don't want to miss him right there at Fright Night, guys. If you have the opportunity, it is definitely going to be a great place for you to be. School of Morton is doing some awesome things. Konnor Martin, do you have anything that you'd like to say to anybody there?
Hey, all my School of Morton family, it's been too long. I've seen a few of y'all. I saw some of you guys at the Innovate show last Sunday, but I haven't seen most of you guys, and I miss you guys a lot. It's like a family there, especially being in that small little Chucky Dome. It had its moments, but it made you get closer to the people in the locker room. So I'm very excited to move on to bigger and better things for School of Morton, and I just can't wait to see everybody. I miss them. I miss them a lot. It's like family.
Awesome. Konnor, we have enjoyed the journey a lot, watching you grow, getting to see you and be a part of your awesome in-ring talent. And we want the world to know that you're absolutely the future of this business. Being that person is gonna be a lot of things thrown at you. You're gonna have a lot of stuff thrown at you to stop you. How will you stay focused, not only to become the best, but also to keep the values that you currently have?
Kind of like I said earlier, just have faith in God, have faith in his plan, just trust what he has planned for us. And, just don't lose that hunger inside of you. I remember when I first applied for the JPWA, it took them, they normally say it takes 2 weeks to respond back. I didn't get a message back till 10 days before the first day of class. So I've had a hunger since I started. And I remember one of the people I reached out to about how to start wrestling was AJ Cazana. And he told me something that has stuck with me ever since. He said, "Don't let me down." And I took that to heart, and I try to remember that and carry that with me everywhere I go, and just try to remember what he said and don't let him down. And then there's just other people back home and here in Maryville, Tennessee, back in Cumming, Georgia, who are watching me, and they are loving this because they think this is what I'm meant to do. So I just gotta show them that they're right. I gotta prove it to myself. I gotta prove it to them because I love it and they're behind it. So, got a lot of people support. So can't let it down.
Absolutely, Konnor. Now we know you've got some upcoming events about to take place, specifically the Battle of Burton 2 in Norton, Virginia. You want to talk about that for a minute? We'll put it on the screen.
Yeah, it's actually my first time being in Virginia. I had to get my license, and that's been a process, man. I didn't realize you had to get licenses and this stuff. This is kind of cool. I'm excited for it. I know it's RT3's big promotion, so hopefully we can have a good time for him. I'll be excited. And I can't thank Joe Briggs, even though he's an evil guy, but he helped get me on the show. But I am a big fan of him right now. But he did help me. He helped me get on the show a lot. So
that's the funny thing about the Doctor of Destruction is he might destroy you inside the ring, but outside of the ring, that man will give you the shirt off his back to help you succeed in life. And if that means you got to run through him, you're going to have to run through him. And at one point in time, you just may cross paths with him, Konnor, and God be with you that day when it comes.
Yeah, I stepped in the ring with him one time. He's a talent for sure, but he's evil. Well, I don't know if I like him, but.
So what's going on at the Battle of Burton? Have they got you the card out who you're facing yet?
Not me yet, actually. I'm not sure. I actually needed to message RT3 about that because I'm not sure. I know I am booked because I'm on the poster clear, but I haven't gotten the card yet. Some people have the card. I think some of them know who they're wrestling. I haven't seen the card yet, so I'm actually excited to figure that out.
I'll tell you what. As soon as you know something, you message me, and I'll put it out on Wrestle Talk with Arabbidb3aver for you. I'll put it on Facebook. I'll put it on YouTube. I'll put it everywhere so that we know, and that way we can get you together. Now, as you see here, guys, tickets are going to be $10 for the adults to this show. Kids ages 12 and under are going to be $5. Kids under that will be free. So anything that's over there will be free. There's lots of tickets available. You can get it at Will Trotter Mania is where you can go on Facebook to get those tickets right there. And as you see, it's a stacked card. You've got Tyler Shoup, you've got Casey Cazana, you got the Iron Raider of professional wrestling, Konnor Martin himself, you've got the Doctor of Destruction, Joe Briggs, and so many more. Jimmy Valiant's going to be there as well. You definitely don't want to miss this as it comes up. You guys want to get your tickets now, get them early. That way, whenever you show up, you're ready just to walk through the doors as it comes. The Iron Raider, you want to say anything right now to anybody at the Battle of Burton, too?
Hey, man, the Iron Raider is ready to make his Virginia debut. It's going to be awesome.
That's right, Konnor. We appreciate that so much. Konnor, we know that WrestleCade is coming up as well. Have you been asked to go for any promotion? I
actually have not, believe it or not, but I'm okay with that. I'm not sure if I'll be going or not. I've been asked by a lot of people if I'm going, so I might go. It's not, how far is it's Winston-Salem, North Carolina, correct?
Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Yes, sir.
How far of a drive is that from East Tennessee, like Knoxville area?
Well, if 40 was still open, it's about 3.5 hours. But since 40 is closed, you're looking at about 5 to 5.5 hours to go around.
Okay, I mean, depends.
Be easier to fly in, to be honest with you.
It's still up in there. What's the date for WrestleCade again?
Don't quote me on this, but I believe it's the 28th and the 29th. I think it's the 27th, 28th, and 29th of next month. If I'm not mistaken, I will find out for you and I'll let you know.
Well, I mean, if somebody wants me to represent their promotion, I'd do it in a heartbeat. I mean, I'd love to do it, but I get it. New guy. Still, there's more veterans who need to do it, so I understand. I'm not going to be upset, but I might go. Just depends.
Austin wants to know if you're going to be his best man.
I love that guy. He's a goof. I love Austin.
That's awesome, buddy. Konnor, we got to see you at Krossfire NWA just a week ago. How honoring is it to be with the world-class group of professionals such as Tommy Henry and the Page sisters?
Man, I don't even know where to start with those individuals. Tommy, Kenzie, and Kylie, they have been too good to me. They took a kid who just graduated from wrestling school, and they have trusted him, and they have given him a chance to represent their promotion and fight for their promotion and potentially be one of their top stars in the near future. So I can't thank those three enough. They have been such a blessing to me, and I love working for Krossfire Wrestling. I will do anything and everything. I will bend and break my back for that promotion. I love them, and I love that promotion. So thank you guys so much.
The Page sisters and Tommy have been so good to us at Wrestle Talk with Arabbidb3aver, giving us unprecedented access to their events every time that they hold them, and also letting us advertise for them. I mean, they've done so much for us that we're so grateful for those people. Hey, speaking of Krossfire, are you going to be at the Night of Murdoch Friday, November 15th?
Hey, where's that event going to be held at?
Maryville, Tennessee, baby.
I'll be there.
Absolutely. I believe you will.
I expect a lot of my people to be there as well. It's going to be a big night for the Iron Raider. I'd be there if I were you.
I would hope that would be a great night for you, especially as a homecoming for the Iron Raider of professional wrestling, Konnor Martin. You definitely don't want to miss that as well. Definitely get your tickets now at KFW Events. You can also get them off of the poster at Will Trotter Mania. You can find it at KFW Live Events. I believe they're also doing brown paper bag tickets as well. I don't know the event number on that, but I will find out for you guys that are watching, and we will put that on our Facebook page as soon as we know. We will have that out there and available for you as well. Now, with that coming back to Maryville, with it being a homecoming for you, do you have any words for anybody that's going to be there that is going to be facing the Iron Raider of professional wrestling?
Hey, man, if you're facing me, get ready to be the most hated person in Maryville, Tennessee. That's all I got to say. It doesn't matter if you're an established figure or not. If you're fighting me in Maryville, Tennessee, you will be hated that night. Sorry. I don't care if you're Kevin Murdoch. I don't care if you're Tom Latimer. I don't care if you're one of the Page sisters. Love y'all. But you're fighting me in Maryville, I'm sorry. I'm going to have a crowd there, and they're going to be behind me.
I would absolutely agree for you, especially since it's being your homecoming. And it doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter if it's that little evil Rolando. You're going to take them on. You're going to have a great time at Krossfire Professional Wrestling. Once again, at the Bird and Brook Tavern in Maryville, Tennessee, Friday, November 15th. Get your tickets now to see the Iron Raider of Professional Wrestling, Mr. Konnor Martin, right now. We also got to see you in JCP a few weeks back. Is there anyone you'd like to challenge in the NWA and its territories?
Actually, there's a long list of people I'd love to challenge. And, honestly, the next person, whoever wants to step up, I'll fight anybody. I don't care if it's Silas Mason, Jax Dane, AJ Cazana. I'd love to step in the ring with that guy again. Or if it's Tyler Shoup. That stud championship looks really pretty on him, but I think it looked good on the Iron Raiders' waist.
Speaking of JCP and the NWA and you trying to challenge people out there, we know that they have a live event coming up Sunday, October 20th, 2024. Let's get over to the live scene for you guys so you can see that as well. The territory is going to be taking place, and as you see here, the challenge has been made from the Iron Raider of Professional Wrestling, Konnor Martin himself. Do you think anybody will step up to that challenge and face you there, sir?
I'll be there, so if they want to, I'll be ready. I'll be ready to fight. I'll have my clothes. I don't care what we got to do. I'll be ready. Whoever it is.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I cannot thank you enough for at least letting the challenge be known and letting it go. Now, you guys know that this is going to be a Sunday event. It's going to be Sunday, October 20th, 2024. It's going to be at Net Pro Studios, LLC, the beautiful Bobby Eaton Arena, right there on Emory Lane in Kingsport, Tennessee. So we got to spread that out there. There's a man who works behind the scenes that I'm sure you know, Konnor Martin, who does a lot of work for professional wrestling. His name is Mr. Daniel Jones, and Daniel Jones has really taken that building and made it his own and done great with it. And to see you there, sir, is going to be an excellent event coming up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dan's the man. I like that. I like him a lot. He's done a lot for me. I respect the hell out of him. He's a good guy.
He absolutely is, Konnor. Absolutely 100% is. He does so much behind the scenes. I know that they had a benefit show this past week that was running in Kingsport, and him and Tony Givens both put on that from Innovate Championship Wrestling, put on that show to help the victims that are out there that were stranded from the original hurricane that have Helena that took place. And they did an awesome job. SPCW as well did that this past week at that show that we were at, that we got to see that footage from. And once again, this week, I believe they're going to be doing it again. If I'm not mistaken, at SPCW 122. Let's look at that card real quick and let's talk about it. There he is right there, the man in the middle, Konnor Martin, the Iron Raider of Professional Wrestling. And look, the card looks like it's going to be stacked, man. You've got the Blockbusters, Jordan Sparks, Toby St. John's there, going to be there. Xander Storm and Zach Capoliano, the tag team champions, are going to be there. Echo and Mina are going to be there as well. Also, you got the Doctor of Destruction, Joe Briggs. Carl Parker, the Sexy Cowboy, is going to be there. RT3 is going to be there as well. What can we expect to see from the Iron Raider this week, sir?
Hey, man, I always told myself the second I win a championship, I'm going to be a fighting champion. I'm not going to be one of those people that just hold their belt and just wait to fight. I want to fight every single show for that championship. I want to give the fans something to watch every single show. I believe in being a fighting champion, and that's exactly what I'm going to be. So whoever wants it, step up.
Strong words from the Iron Raider of Professional Wrestling right here on Wrestle Talk with Arabbidb3aver, where you guys are hearing it first. Now, if you guys want tickets to the show, you can show up 157 Myers Lane right there in La Follette, Tennessee. It's going to be Saturday, October 19th, 7 p.m. is going to be the place to be. You guys show up, show out. Look right there. Let's go to the big screen. I want them to see that. Do that one more time, sir. That is the America Championship that the Iron Raider of Professional Wrestling is going to be putting on the line in an open challenge. If you want some, come get some, baby, he says. And that is how it's going to be. So definitely show up 157 Myers Lane right there in La Follette, Tennessee, and let's have a good time together, guys. I'm not sure if we're going to be going to that one this weekend or not. We had a busy schedule this past week, but we're going to try to be there. I can't promise you that we will, but we're going to try to be there. Now, Konnor, that's just about all the time we have for today. But before I let you go, is there anything that you'd like to say to anybody out there watching?
I want to thank my mom and my brother and my stepdad for helping me start this journey. Without those three people, I would not be where I'm at. So they're the ones who helped me raise the money to start wrestling, and they're the ones who have been the biggest support and the biggest backbone for me since I started. So I want to thank those three people. And I just want to thank everyone out there who's watching and who joined, whether you joined for 2 seconds or you've been here the whole time. Thank you so much. This means a lot to me and Joe. It helps both of us grow our brands. It helps everything. Helps both of us, like I said, grow. So thank you guys so much for all that. And I read a lot of y'all's comments, and I'm sorry I couldn't talk about them, but I just know I saw every single one of them, and they're funny. They're awesome.
Well, Konnor, do you have any merchandise that you're going to sell at any of these events?
I do actually. I got a t-shirt. I got tons of t-shirts. I got tank tops. I got golf shirts. I got koozies. And working on getting hoodies. I'm working on getting hats. Those are the next 2 big things I'm working on. So hats and hoodies are the next things I'm working on. But I don't have a website right now, so you just order it through me. So I'm still working on that website. But right now, if you want a t-shirt, shirt, polo, tank top, whatever, just hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, Konnor85, both, or the Iron Raider, whichever one. I'll respond.
Well, Konnor, you just hit something big. You said that you don't have a website, but you got a Facebook, baby. That's the best thing to have in the business right now. Let's go over there and show it to the fans. Let's show everybody where that's going to be at that. Now, you said at Konnor85 is where they're going to catch you. This is going to be your background right on it, your main profile picture there. You got your friends request right here. Don't forget to click that like. Become friends with the Iron Raider of Professional Wrestling. Send him a message. He will get back to you. And look right here. It's got everything. Got your highlights, got your videos, got different things. If the fans want to keep up with you, they got it all right there for you. Also got other personal stuff that you've got going on that page as well. So if you're wanting to order some of this beautiful merchandise, send him a message today. Get in touch with Konnor Morton, the Iron Raider of Professional Wrestling, and let him do the work for you guys. Is that correct, sir?
Absolutely.
And if anybody out there watching wants to book you for an event, sir, how can they do so?
Hey, just hit me up, or I'll reach out to you guys. Whatever's easier. I don't mind. But yeah, you can either email me, Konnor85@gmail.com, or you can hit me up on Facebook, Instagram. I try to check those DMs every single day as frequently as I can. Or, I might reach out to you guys if that's okay. I mean, sometimes you gotta initiate first contact. You gotta initiate the first word. It's okay.
Absolutely it is. And fortune favors the bold is what they always say. And Prodeo e Patra, for God and country, is what everybody else says when it comes to it. If you're not willing to go out there and put yourself out there, nobody's willing to put you out there either. So you're absolutely right with that. Let it come to you. Let it happen. And you will definitely have something go on for that for you. The doctor is in, Matthew Bowen says. So I have to say it's been an honor to have you here with us tonight. If the fans want to come see you, plug your bookings one more time for us. Let them know when and where you're going to be.
So actually, my most recent match I have is this Sunday for Deep South. I'm fighting Johnny Poke. It's in a bar in Knoxville. I have to check the address again, but I'll post it probably tonight. But so I'm excited for that because me and Johnny, that was my graduation match. And, so that was my first taste in professional wrestling. So that man helped me get my foot in the door. So I can't thank him enough. And I'm excited to be fighting him again. And then that Saturday, I will be defending my American Championship against, I believe, if I'm reading the comments right, against RT3. So, spoiler alert. But I'm excited for that. If that's the case, I'm excited. I can't wait. I've been tracking Roy for a long time, so I can't wait to do battle with him in there. And then, got the November show, Joe's show, and I can't wait for that one. That was gonna be a good one too. But and then just whatever we can get in between that, that's the beauty of this business. Sometimes opportunities just come to you whenever you least expect it. You never know. So whatever I can take, man, I'll do.
Absolutely. Well, we're all out of time for today. Thank you so much for being here, Konnor Martin, the Iron Raider of professional wrestling. We all know there is going to be a lot of bright things in your future, and we would love to have you come back sometime. And remember, guys, you all heard it here first. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Would you like to say anything to anybody before you go?
I love you guys. Thank you, everybody, for being on here. Like I said, whether it was 3 seconds or you've been here the whole time, thank you guys so much. I hope that I keep living up to expectations, and I hope I keep entertaining y'all. Thank you guys so much. I love every single one of y'all, and I cannot stress that enough. And thank you, Joe, for letting me be on here. You've been a blessing, man. I cannot thank you enough either.
You're so welcome anytime. We have some openings in December. We would love to have you come back if the schedule works out with you. If not, whenever you're available, you let us know, and we'll try to work it out to put you on the schedule to get you back.
I'm sure we can work something out, Joe. Don't worry.
Excellent. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for being here. The Iron Raider of professional wrestling, Mr. Konnor Martin. Mr. Konnor, if you'll hold on, I'm going to plug our merchandise and stuff, and I'll come right back to you as we end. All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank y'all. Love you guys. Seriously.
All right, guys. So as you saw, we had the Iron Raider of professional wrestling here. And before we go, we always have to plug all of our plugs out. So if you guys are looking for a mic for doing podcasting, trying to get into the business somehow, some way, we've got you covered. Give AJ Becerra a call at Sweetwater today, 800-222-4700, extension 1325. He'll get you hooked up with everything we're using here, this beautiful Blue Yeti microphone, and get you going. If you're looking for a camera as well for professional work, we've got you covered on Temu. Don't forget to go to Temu and use our promo code TAW00320 and get you a camera today. Scan that QR code. And if you guys want to help keep the lights and water on, we got 3 ways for you guys to do that. Scan that QR code and go to streamelements.com or streamlabs.com off of this one, and you can definitely give us a donation, a love gift, one-time love gift right there. And then if you guys want some merchandise, we've got you covered right here. Our Streamlabs store is up. Come get you some merch right there off of www.streamlabs.com/ArabbidB3aver/merch. We've got Wrestle Talk merch. We've got our Camel Toe Adventures merch. We've got our Op and Fox merch. We've got all sorts of stuff. The Arabbid Beaver gaming merch there. Definitely come on back and be a part of it with us. And without further ado, I think it's time to end the show. So thank you guys for being here. Each and every one of you that came in and viewed this, each and every one of you who came in and commented. Without you guys being here, we cannot do this show. You all make it very possible for us. So thank you once again for being here. We appreciate you guys. And I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you soon.